You wanted a struggle. What is up, YouTube? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Life of a Jobbing Plumber. Please give this video a like. Do it now before you forget. And consider subscribing. It's absolutely free. In this episode, we're going to be installing a boiler that I thought had been discontinued. We'll see. It's a Combi swap with a soakaway and a little bit of pipework alterations. And this is going to be your last and final warning to go and check out my 2K giveaway video, which is currently live. If you scroll down the channel homepage, you'll find it. Thumbnail 2K giveaway. Go and give that video a comment with tap, and make sure you're subscribed and have liked the video, and you'll be in with a chance of winning. Winner will be drawn in the next episode. Thanks for watching. So this is what we're replacing today. Another Baxi 105E. That's 2 in a week. No, it's not. It's 2 in nearly 3 weeks, actually. But yeah, this is what we're going to be trying to tidy up. Straight onto the brick wall, that. Fluid goes straight out. Looks like it's had a balance fluid at some point, judging by that brickwork. Looks like the balance fluid could even actually still be in. How strange. How strange. There's plenty of tees off. I have to try and tidy that lot up. I don't know how, but we'll try. And the blow off has got a ball fix on. What the hell? But the gas is in 22. There's not a clip inside either, so yeah, I'll get some stuff in, take over this kitchen floor, and come back to you. So this is what we're installing: a Platinum Compact 30. So basically, this is the original Baxi 800 Combi boiler. Well, now it's obviously the 800 Combi 2, but they brought back the Platinum in a compact range. So this, allegedly, is just the original 830, which is my preferred choice over the Combi 2. The only benefit to the Combi 2 that well, there's a couple of benefits. The flow pipe goes through the condensate trap or the side of it, so it warms it before dumping it out. And the single pass heat exchanger with bigger waterways. But that doesn't outweigh the fact that I've gained quite a lot of trust in these original 800 boilers, so that's what I'm going to be trying to stick to. Still a 10-year warranty, still a Magna Clean in the box. It's just a different name. So I've isolated the power now and the gas, tested that. Cold water shut off, so the only thing left to do in regards to turning off or isolating is emptying the heating system. But first, we'll get this stupid shelf out of the way. I've took the doors off. I'm just trying to make as much room as possible when you're working in something like a cupboard like this. And with a Sharpie, we'll go around and mark up all the pipework before cutting them off. So as you can see, the back panel here is split, so they would need replacing, and the front one is absolutely battered. Now this boiler has been looked after by a service plan. We'll mention no names, but it's a big company. And yeah, I don't think they've ever had the front burner door off to see stuff like that. The reason why this is coming out is because the diverter valves failed. Exact same reason as the last one. So when they're using the hot water, the radiators are warming up. Now you can get a service kit for one of these, and you can buy a replacement valve. But I never got asked to do that. I just get asked to quote for a new boiler. Bring it up to a bit better efficiency levels as well. So that's the fluid disconnected now. And as you can see, all they've done is left the balance fluid in and set the bricks inside that. I'm hoping I'll be able to find a decent fix in. If not, I have to go and get some plywood, which I wasn't planning on doing. As you can hear now, it's just emptying out the dregs of the system because there's no drain off on any radiators as usual. So we're having to do it from here. Then I'll be ready for the whipping the boiler off, which I'll film because I know a lot of you enjoy watching people struggle. So what is concerning is, as I've disconnected all the valves off the bottom of the boiler, she's about to come off. You wanted a struggle. Oh, I'm not tall enough. Oh, you heavy bastard. You wanted a struggle, you got a struggle. No wonder it was a bit loose on that top bracket. There's not even a screw in there. So cut all the pipes off now is my plan, and take this jig off and then get our wall template put up and in flue position to see where my new fixing points are going to be. And hope I don't need to go off and ply line this. So what you get in the box is exactly the same as you used to get with the 800s. Keyless filling loop, your valve pack, tails, bracket, obviously AD Magna Clean, the best. Yeah. Now, because this boiler, I can run the pipes down the back. I was going to, but really, I'm probably not going to bother. I'm going to clip these nice and neat, all coming down the wall, I think. And yeah, because I've got to get the filter on. And the cold, hot, flow and return all have T's on. Yeah, it's going to just be, there's going to be no real point because it's going to look a mess down there anyway. So these are my fixing points where my mounting bracket goes, and I don't know whether I'm gonna miss that balanced flue or not. I'll drill some holes and maybe angle them down into the brick and just see what kind of fixing we can get. Now, if I made that look easy, it wasn't. I don't even think I made it look easy. So it looks like we've got new error codes, so maybe it isn't the exact same as the original 830. Take a look inside after. Let's try and tidy up these pipes first. So a quick look inside. Most of it is the same, bar the pump. Got a new connection on it as well. I'm guessing, like I said, they've done something with the board because them error codes look different. Maybe it's just different software, but yeah. Prefer a Grundfos pump to a Wilo, but beggars can't be choosers. It's a little bit of a progress check. The gas is done, tested, finished. Clipped up them there try and keep them, that does push back into that joint there. Keep them nice and straight. The flow is done. The hot, this is what I've just managed to do. Keep your pipes spaced further apart for lagging purposes. The blow off, I just need to push outside, but it's cemented in to try and, because as you can see, it's not square. And that, you eagle-eyed viewers, is a Tektite fitting, not a press, because obviously I can't get the press gun so tight into the wall. But yeah, I don't think you'd notice without being in the trade. I'll probably look to get the cold out of the boiler and teed across, because obviously I've got to couple back into them and worry about the return last. And this is off at the board, so it's safely isolated and tested, because if I flick that switch, that would become live if I'd left the board on. But I suspect some of you might notice that. So that's what I've opted to do on the return. I've still got to pick up this one here. Kind of feel like I've might have tied myself up a little bit with all these pipes, trying to make it look as neat as possible. But yeah, that hot is going to go onto there, and then obviously the cold's got to connect back onto that. And then we should be able to get the water back on. Filling loops in now. I'll probably put a time lapse on this. Now I've kind of broke its back. This is what I hate about installing, and you can't get close enough to the job. I mean, it's not miles away, but still. And it's peeing down. The thing is, literally everything needs to come out of the van. We're looking professional, aren't we? So that is the pipework done. I don't think it looks too bad. Let me know if you've done anything different. I was going to take the back out of the cupboard and do it down there, but then I put the back in, but I couldn't get the cupboard back out. How many times do you want to say back? You'll be pleased to know it's still raining. So yeah, I'm going to shut the air vents off upstairs, dump some cleaner into the filter, fill the system up, and move on to the plate. Little tip with the keyless filling loops, you just push piece copper onto it. It'll do it automatically. And now it's handless. But don't forget. So this is where I pretend to be a Sparky for the day. I've took out the old wire to the boiler, because obviously it was twin and earth, and we want heat resistant flex. I always buy them in coils because I use so much doing wireless room thermostats. So yeah, I'm going to send a new supply up to the boiler, and I'll go back out then to the receiver. So on this, you're looking for supply is the supply into the fuse spare, and load. So we've got a load neutral there and a load live, and obviously these two are the earth points. The load is what it is feeding. This isn't a fuse spare, I don't know what it is, but that's what it's feeding, so the load to the boiler. So that's where I'm going to put my live neutral and earth in now. Going up through the case, through the hole at the bottom, you need to make sure you're using these grommets, because this keeps it a room sealed appliance. I've actually been to ones that I've had to service, and the grommets are missing. The cable's just pushed through. And also it keeps, when you tighten that up, it keeps the cable clamped in place, so it can't be pulled out of the board. Some of you might have noticed on my installs, although not so much on this one, I try and keep things tidy and in its place. So like your rubbish, I fold the box, the corners of the box, the flat bit, the top, to make a rubbish box. You get a scrap bag in and just, yeah, put stuff away that you're not using anymore. And generally just try and keep your work area tidy. It just makes me feel comfortable. I guess I start getting anxious. I must have a bit of OCD. I don't know. Let me know. Do you keep your work surface tidy throughout the day as you're working there, or do you just let all hell break loose right until the end? So I've got the flue in now. I just need to seal up outside and screw it, fix it to the turret and the pipe out. just powered her up now. And I've only just realised that there is no, because that's not a proper fuse spare, this isn't fused down to 3 amps, so I'm going to have to get a spark in to swap that over to a proper fuse spare so I can fuse it down to a 3 amp fuse. But I'm just going to put this into its air purge mode now, which usually, to get these into service mode, same as the Platinum and the Duotech, both these would be in minimum setting, and then 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock on the hot water would put you into service mode. But because we want deaeration mode, you're going to do that on the heating side, and that'll run for about 10 minutes. Now, before I start tidying anything else up, that's moved. Got to drill the condensate hole. Now, to meet regs now, the condensate pipe needs to be insulated the whole length, even through the wall. So I've got to drill a 65mm hole, which I've started there. Now on the same size as a flue. So yeah, it's just so I can insulate it through the wall. As soon as I got pulled up on my last install, at least so the guide, to be fair, if you do read the British standards, it does say this, but in the manufacturer's instructions, it doesn't really show you actually insulating it through the wall. This is the first time I've ever done it, and I'm sure there's plenty of you out there that don't do it. Let me know in the comments. So I can't stress how important it is to make sure you clean up after yourself. It'll go a long way in regards to getting recommended, etc. Plus it just makes a neater job all round. So that's the pipe work done, commissioned. Just need to finish the condensate off outside, which is this soakaway, and I'll show you that tomorrow because I've not got time to do it today. I've got a couple of extra jobs here to do as well, kitchen sink, tap and toilet fill valve to do, but I'm not going to film them. But yeah, I don't think it looks that bad stood back from a distance. Boiler itself, I love it, because like I say, it's just an 800 Series 1, Mark 1, whatever you want to call it. Is he having a laugh? Shelves back in, doors are back on. Just need to insulate the pipework, which I'm going to, like I say, do tomorrow after the condensate. So next time you see me, it'll be Thursday morning instead of Wednesday afternoon. And hopefully that washing machine would have. This is where the condensate's going. I'm just going to put a level line down now to the mark that flags up for cutting out. I think it needs to protrude out about 400mm, 500mm. I'll check the instructions, and be in the ground underneath here. Now these are supposed to be made accessible so you can change the limestone chippings in them, but I might just have to cut out the top so you can get the top off and do that in the future. And obviously all this needs insulating with waterproof flagging. So I'll get our line down and we'll take these flags up. So yeah, these are the instructions for it. This is the soakaway itself, the actual canister. As you can see, the holes on it there want to be facing away from the building so you don't damage any foundations. I've got a couple of bags of them, we've only brought one in to show you. The limestone chippings, that breaks down the acidity, is that right? Acidity in the condensate. So it does, again, so it doesn't do any damage, doesn't contaminate the ground or anything. And this is the lagging we've using. I did order Condensate Pro kit, but it's not arrived. This is waterproof armour cell lagging. I believe it's waterproof anyway, so I've been told. So that's what's going to be going in the ground. And obviously there's the reducing bung. This is where we're up to so far. Dropped our canister in, a few limestone chippings around it. That's going to come up. We're going to have an air brake here for ever in case this freezes or blocks up. So this here is our air brake. So we've just gone from 32mm to 40. So if ever it did freeze up, it would still be able to relieve itself. I don't think it looks too bad. That looks like it's on the wonk on the camera, like that, but it's not. So yeah, that's another one done. Sorry I didn't get any more footage towards the end, but I had to demonstrate what was what to the customer, and I forgot to go back around the side to film the finished article. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a like if you haven't done already, and consider subscribing. It's absolutely free. Costs nothing, and if you can watch the video all the way through, that'd help massively, because then YouTube look at it and think, oh, this guy's keeping people entertained and they're on their app, staying on the app, so let's push this video out to more people. That'd be lovely. Catch you on next one.